Hi, and welcome to our Thursday review session with No Bones About It, Puppy Day School and Teen Training. So I want to just quickly review some of the basics of how we are teaching Leave It. I'm going to go through it with the beginner dogs, with the Puppy Day School dogs, and then with the Teen Training dogs. But we start out with a concept called It's Your Choice. And I just want to be really clear about how this morphs into Leave It. So the way that we do this is if you think about positive reinforcement training, the way that it works is that the dog has to see the value. Something has to be rewarding in it for the dog to want to repeat that behavior. So with things like Leave It or Drop It, inherently there's a problem because we're asking the dog to give up something that they want. So we have to start out in a way where it's very clear to them, it's absolutely black and white, that they win in this situation. So the outcome is from the get-go is something that they understand. That was a terrible sentence. Okay. So what we do is we start off with something that's fairly low value, just some kibble. Can you, I just want to make sure you can see this. Like I want to kind of zoom in. So we start off and I might have just
too low.
like
Too low. Yeah, there you go.
We start off and I have a handful of maybe 3 pieces of kibble. And the concept is that all I'm doing is closing my fist when the dog tries to get it. In the beginning, all they do is try to get it. So there's a lot of pawing, there's a lot of barking, scratching at my hand. When they start to back off, I open my hand, but I'm ready to close it really quickly because as soon as I open it, they're gonna dive back in. So you'll see this in action. When do I decide to pick up a treat and reward the dog? As soon as they back away, if I can open my hand and they're pulling away, and I can reach in and they're still not trying to get to that treat, they're gonna get to take it. And all of a sudden this light bulb's gonna go off after a couple times where they're gonna say, wow, all I have to do is not try to steal it and I get it. So that's sort of the basics of how we start. And each of them, if they're really, really food motivated dogs, meaning more so the Goldens, they are really, this is hard for them in the beginning, and then they slowly start to catch on, and once they do, then we start to transfer this to other skills. We don't start using the word Leave It until I have the It's Your Choice, the silent version, in a way where I can put treats on the ground, I can drop treats on the ground, I can put them out in my hand, and the dog isn't even thinking about going for it. At that point, they're already doing Leave It. So I don't want to ever have to be in a position where I'm yelling, Leave it, leave it. The dog just knows when there's something valuable, I need to check in with you. So that later down the road, when we're out and about, the dog's choice isn't who can get there first, but, oh my gosh, there's something in there, and your dog, or even in the house, I'm cooking, I drop something on the ground. What does my dog do? Do we race to see who gets there first? No, my dog should know, and we practice in the house also. I drop things when I'm cooking intentionally, and I'll tell the dog, Leave it. If they leave it, I'll pick it up and I'll give them a different reward. So they really start to expand that cue to lots of different areas. All right, so let's see this in action. So funny outtake, which unfortunately we did not have on video, which was that I let Willow out here, and I wasn't really paying attention. She immediately went for all the Leave It toys, and she got this in her mouth, but we did a Drop It exchange, and she was perfect. So let's see if we can replicate that. Take it. Oh, it's so good. Drop it. Drop it. Willow. Drop it. Okay, not so good that time. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it. Okay, so same thing with Drop It. If I'm practicing with stuff that my dog will not readily drop in exchange for whatever I happen to have, so take it. Try it one more time. I'm trying to pull out like some chicken. It's really good value, but I don't think it's gonna work. Drop it. Yes. Okay, that time it actually did work. She let go of this, not much problem. But again, I want them to be thinking, no way do I care about this thing because I want what you have as a reward. Drop it. Take it. Just leave it. Leave it. Okay, so good job. Nice, drop it. Leave it. Leave it. Yes, that was beautiful. So I'm gonna jackpot for that. I'm gonna give her a whole handful of treats. She just left that. That was so awesome. You're so good, you're a little girl. Leave it. Yes. Good job. Very nice. Good girl. So also really important that leave it. Leave it. Yes. Good girl. Really important that when I'm practicing this stuff, I don't have treats out, and I'm not like rustling my little treat bag in my pocket as I'm walking around. I noticed I was doing that for a minute, and I kind of realized it was definitely making it so that the dog had no interest in what was happening out here. They had interest in what was going on in my pocket. So kept my hands out of my pocket, reached in after I gave my yes cue because the dog had, after I used my marker word yes, after the dog had made a successful leave it, yes. Now I can reach in my pocket and get my little cookie. So nicely done, Willow. Good job. Okay, let's go. Leave it. Good job. Leave it. Take it. Gus, you gotta wait your turn. Take it. Ah, leave it. That's not yours. Leave it. Leave it. Rosie. Take it. Leave it. Gus. It's so hard, I know. Take it. Take it. There, leave it. Oh, it's such good babies. So I am happy to report that our field trip today out and about on the Escalon Trail has been really fantastic. Gus. Hi, Gussie. Where's Willow? Willow! Willow's been playing with this buddy, French Bulldog, the whole time. They've been so much more responsive. We did a lot of stationary work out in the parking lot, which is what I always suggest you do. Remember, it's kind of like warming up if you're going to exercise. You got to get their brain kind of in the right place. So we did some downstays. We did some hand targeting. And then when we first came out, I left them on leash for a few minutes, did some more hand targeting, worked on recall stuff, name game, and they've been fantastic. So I'm super proud of them. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Bye.